He's 86 and his family take care of him.
They feed him.
These reptiles aren't just survivors, they are rulers.
5 realities you won't see anywhere else. The Toraja living funeral.
Tanah Toraja in Indonesia is an extraordinary place. Here, ancient animist beliefs intertwine with newer religions, resulting in unique rituals. At this traditional Torajan funeral, friends and family gather to celebrate the life of a wealthy local man called Dengen, who died over 2 years ago. But here's the strange thing. As far as his family and everybody else here are concerned, Dengen is still alive.
Payo kami pa. Malas-ulas po kami. Manong siya ang isa din.
This is Danduro. He's 86 and his family take care of him. Danduro died more than 2 years ago. Here, it takes months and sometimes years until a funeral actually takes place. In the meantime, families keep the deceased in the house and care for them on a daily basis. They treat them as if they were sick.
Dan kita masih memberi makan selama dia dianggap masih dalam sakit. Jadi 2 kali makan juga sehari. Masih kita siapkan juga rokok, buat kesukaan kopi. Masih memberikan apa yang masih diperlukan selama sakit.
Torajans traditionally rubbed special leaves and herbs over a body to preserve it. Nowadays, a chemical called formalin is often injected into the body to embalm it. There's a powerful odor of musk and the chemical.
Hindi tutulay mo eh. Matulay mo kami. Papura pong kumanda le. Ngale kumande, hindi mo yung awa kami. Siya spread mi le, hindi mo.
The wealthier they are, the larger and more elaborate the funerals. Some last for days. Dengen was a rich man, and his funeral lasted 7 days. Animal sacrifice is a fundamental part of this tradition. The meat is eaten at the funeral feasts, and the buffalo horns decorate homes and tombs of the deceased, a symbol of wealth and status. $50,000 was spent on Dengen's funeral, roughly 10 times more than the average annual income here. They sacrificed 24 buffaloes, more than 40 pigs, as well as feeding and accommodating hundreds of guests. Dengen's funeral is not complete. Only when his coffin is carried to the top of this special platform is he finally considered dead. According to ancient animist beliefs here, this is the point where the soul finally ascends to the cosmos. From there, it watches over living relatives, bringing them good fortune, as long as the families take proper care of their dead. For centuries, the Torajans have been laying their dead to rest in caves like this. Yet another place where the afterlife connects with this. This cave winds for 2 kilometers, and it's pretty full. Even here, friends and family bring necessity for their dead
So
relatives.
instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you
In a
should be
tradition
getting after
predating
it.
photography,
I got
statues of
facts over
dead
facts
noble
over
men and
tracks,
women
and that's
are
spitting slow,
carefully
spitting
carved
fast.
out of wood. Most people here are farmers, and their average income is around $5,000 a year. It's clear that for Toragians, the process of dying and being reincarnated is far smoother if you're rich. Known as tautaus, these sculptures are dressed in the clothes, jewelry, and even the hair of the deceased. Silent sentinels looking out over this world from another. Here, the physical relationship between the dead and the living continues long after death, even after burials. The coffin is finally open. Once again, that strong odor of musk and formalin. Maria's covered in her most treasured possessions. Relatives touch her as a greeting.
In one Indonesian region, death is not the end, it's the beginning of the most important celebration of a lifetime. The highlands of Tanah Toraja, funerals aren't just ceremonies, they're the most important celebration of life. For the Torajan people, death is a long journey, and families may keep their loved ones at home for months or even years before the grand farewell. This is not a goodbye. It's a powerful reunion between the living and the dead. The Bali Nyepi Silence Day.
And once a year, this peaceful island unleashes its chaos. On the eve of Nyepi, the day of silence, the streets come alive with fire, noise, and spirits. This is the night of the Ogo-Ogo. In Ubud village, the anticipation builds. The Ubud parade is among the largest in all of Bali, and it is renowned for featuring the most artistic and sophisticated Ogo-Ogo from the island. Visitors arrive early, locals, expats, travelers from every corner of the globe, people from Asia, Europe, the Americas, they gathered here, together, under the same sky. Children on shoulders, elders in ceremony clothes, phones at the ready, anxious eyes scan the street. The royal family of Ubud chairs the event, seated with dignity and reverence. Everyone is waiting. The air pulses with expectation. And then they come, towering figures swaying in the distance. The Ogo-Ogo, carried by young men from their Banjar, the local village groups. Their steps are heavy, their bodies tense, but proud. The crowd parts reluctantly. Volunteers rush ahead with bamboo poles to raise the electrical wires. The statues are so enormous, so wild, they could get tangled. And still, they keep coming. With bulging eyes, twisted fangs, and monstrous grace, the Ogo-Ogo are designed to disturb. Some look like ancient demons, others like modern anti-heroes. Each one is a symbol of the negative forces that must be cleansed. Before the giants, the children come first. Schools and community groups have built their own Ogo-Ogo, small, colorful. Sometimes a little shaky. Some lose pieces along the way, collapse in the arms of their enthusiastic carriers. But no one minds. The crowd laughs with joy. The children are proud. They've been part of the cycle, part of the story.
Ladies and gentlemen, the performance from children.
Behind the commotion, something quieter unfolds. In side streets and makeshift tents, teenagers prepare their costumes. They paint their faces with delicate care, wrap themselves in fabric, feathers, and symbolism. Many are drawn from Hindu mythology, especially the Ramayana. But this year, the themes shift. These dramas speak to the island's fragility and its ancient bond with nature. The larger statues now begin their confrontations. They spin violently, lifted and dropped to startle the spirits. The crowd, squeezed tight on either side of the road, gasps and cheers. Each team wants to impress, to show the months of work behind their creation. The Ogo Ogo are decorated with lights, electric eyes, sound effects, mythological beasts, modern devils, environmental warnings, all take form in paper and paint.
Everyone, please scream for Putra Susana Ubudka!
Between the waves of Ogo Ogo, the street transforms into a mythical stage. Torches flare, drums tighten the air, and the asphalt becomes a battlefield of legends. Heroes from the Ramayana step forward, their gold crowns catching the firelight, facing demons with eyes like embers. Their bodies move in the ancient grammar of Balinese dance.
Imagine shutting down an entire island, including the airport, for one day. In Bali, this happens every year. Once a year, the entire island of Bali goes completely silent for Nyepi, the Balinese Day of Silence. No flights, no lights, no traffic, even the airport shuts down. For 24 hours, this tropical paradise transforms into one of the quietest places on Earth. The whale shark fishermen of Saley Bay.
We've traveled to the island of Sumbawa because this is one of the best places in the world to swim with whale sharks. Right behind me is Sala Bay, where the whale sharks come to feed because of its rich source of plankton. The fishermen of Sumbawa have always believed that the whale shark is a sacred animal and shared their daily catch with them, forming a unique relationship between man and fish over thousands of years. And today, we get to share in this magical experience. As we stepped onto our boat, we knew this was going to be worth the early wake-up call. We had 1.5 hours of motoring to reach our destination, so even though we were buzzing with excitement, we settled in for the ride and waited for sunrise.
Then you can see there's sign over there.
Oh my god, there's one right here!
Yeah.
No way! Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's literally, my god, Jacqueline. I can't believe there's such casual things about it. There's a whale shark right here.
They're looking for fish, yeah?
Looking for
So
fish.
they're fishermen?
Yeah.
Okay,
fishermen.
okay. So they're fishermen and then extra they do this?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
At this point, we just wanted to get straight in the water, but the crew had kindly made us a coffee and hadn't indicated it was time to jump in. As the first boat approached, Dedi told us to jump in because this was the only whale shark that had shown up today, meaning we were about to be surrounded by every other boat hoping to swim with a whale shark.
Just do it.
Let's go, I guess. I'm so nervous and excited. Unfortunately, as this was the only whale shark that appeared today, it was surrounded by many people trying to get a glimpse of this beautiful creature. That was so amazing. I jumped in the water and got a really beautiful private moment with the whale shark before everybody else jumped in the water.
In a quiet Indonesian bay, the world's largest fish swims just meters from wooden fishing boats. In Teluk Saleh, local fishermen share an extraordinary bond with the ocean's gentle giants. Instead of fearing the massive whale sharks, they welcome them to their boats. It's a rare harmony between humans and one of the largest fish species on the planet. The blue fire of Kawah Ijen.
Every volcano has its own personality. And what's fascinating about Kawah Ijen is it's the world's largest hyperacidic lake. The acidity, but it's this beautiful, very often iridescent blue lake. We actually stopped a tourist who was up to her knees in this acid lake. That we have these volcanic acid gases coming up from beneath the volcano, blasts of at minimum 150 to 300 degrees Celsius, and the local miners have actually installed these ceramic pipes to take the volcanic gases, the sulfuric gases, and condense them into pure sulfur that they chisel away and mine and then carry out of this crater, carrying very often 70 to 80 kilograms of this native sulfur. The gases that the miners are breathing in are sulfuric acid droplets. That's just terrible for any human.
Bojo selamat, anak yo selamat.
If you look at that dome at night, then it really changes again, because you start to see the burning sulfur. So you actually see tiny little rivulets, almost lava flows of sulfur, and they're combusting. And at night, they're actually burning blue. So you have this incredible contrast of colors with jets of blue-red flame, and the miners still working in this incredible environment just by small headlamps, trying to keep mining at the sulfur.
En plus des mineurs dans le cratère, il y a aussi les gens qu'on appelle les pompiers.
Woi, kobong.
Kobong tuh, ya disiram kobong. Kalau lagi nggak timbo gak kuat itu, nggak diesel.
Ya, itu yang gede disiram sih. Iya, ya. Dieselnya. Ya, itu tak kudu diesel sih. Ya. Buka putih. Nah, terus. Oke, sumbernya yang gede.
Karena itu mata saya enggak pakai lindung gitu, jadi polos mata sama asap. Habis itu mengeluarkan air terus mata saya.
Ah, itu deh, segede itu disiram lihat.
Mbak, belum aku sampai anu. Iya, kena pakai bakaran ini.
Mati kabeh lah.
Ya mripate apa pri.
In the middle of the night, an Indonesian volcano burns with blue fire, a phenomenon so rare it barely exists anywhere else on Earth. At the crater of Kawah Ijen, fire burns electric blue in the darkness of night. This rare natural phenomenon exists in only a few places on Earth, and Indonesia has one of them. It feels less like a volcano and more like another planet. The Komodo dragons of Komodo Island.
Isolated, ancient, and deadly, the Komodo dragon roams the remote corners of Indonesia, a beast straight out of a prehistoric nightmare. As the largest lizard on Earth, it's a true relic of the dinosaur age. With serrated teeth, venomous bites, and crushing power, this isn't just a predator, it's a survival machine, perfected over millions of years. Today, let's explore the amazing world of the Komodo dragon and discover the cool secrets that make this living dinosaur such a fascinating part of nature. The Komodo dragon, scientifically known as Varanus komodoensis, is a monitor lizard found on just a few Indonesian islands: Komodo, Rinca, Flores, and Gili. Despite their dinosaur-like appearance, They are part of a modern reptilian lineage, and their DNA still echoes that ancient past. Adult Komodo dragons can grow over 10 feet long and weigh more than 150 pounds. Their long, thick tails serve as powerful weapons, while their limbs end in sharp claws, perfect for digging and climbing. Covered in rough, armored scales and bony plates called osteoderms, these reptiles are natural tanks. What truly sets the Komodo apart is its unique weapon, venom. For years, it was believed they killed using bacteria, but science now reveals something far more terrifying. Their bite delivers venom that reduces blood pressure, prevents clotting, and sends prey into shock. Combine that with jagged teeth that rip flesh like a butcher's blade, and you get a predator designed to kill with precision. With a sudden burst of speed, they strike. A venomous bite, then wait. Their victim, though escaped, is already doomed, slowly weakening, collapsing, dying within hours or days. The Komodo simply follows the scent trail to its lifeless meal. When it comes to feeding, Komodo dragons are unmatched in efficiency. They can consume up to 80% of their body weight in one single meal. Bones, hooves, even hide, nothing is wasted. Their stomach acids are strong enough to dissolve flesh and bone alike. During a kill, dragons enter a frenzy, often fighting each other in a brutal display of dominance. The strongest eats first. Only when they've reached a safe size do they descend to join the adult world of giants. On the islands they inhabit, Komodo dragons rule as apex predators. They have no natural enemies and no serious rivals, just dominance. Their role keeps prey populations in check, and their sheer presence commands respect. These reptiles aren't just survivors, they are rulers.
On a remote Indonesian island, dragons still exist. On Pulau Komodo, real-life dragons still roam the land. The Komodo dragon, the largest living lizard in the world, rules this rugged island with ancient authority. Step here and you step into a prehistoric world that never disappeared.